we have some breaking news about the person that you just talked about and you just talked about. The Indianapolis Colts have officially benched Matt Ryan and will start Sam Ehlinger. Let's go! In Week 8 per head coach Frank Reich. I don't know why Connor celebrated that hard. I think it's because the world needs Sam Ehlinger.
Boom.
Anytime we've seen Sam Ehlinger with the Colts, it has been in a beloved fashion. I got to see him walk off the field with the new suite that we paid 6 figures for to watch this Indianapolis Colts team every single home game. His ass, hips, and thighs are bigger than a goddamn horse. He walked like he had just got off a horse. He has this aura about him that makes you think this guy could be a leader. This guy could be a guy. This guy could maybe move as opposed to the quarterback that's been getting brutalized every single time he takes a single snap. So Matt Ryan, I'd like to let you know, if you come back and play later in the season, we will appreciate your services. But at the time being, we're back. Sam Ehlinger's the guy, AJ. This is a little bit of energy that we fucking needed. Jabba's excited. Wow. I'm excited. The boys are excited. Yeah. No offense to Matt Ryan. We'll pay you $40-some million, I guess, to help Sam Ehlinger become a guy for this team. Yeah. I hope this will change up some of the play calls as well. I hope there's a chance we get Jelani Woods on the field a little bit more. I hope we get the rock to Jonathan Taylor because we got a guy who's not being paid a bunch of money. He doesn't have to be a superstar. This is like when Cooper Kush came in for Dak Prescott. When Dak Prescott was in, Kellen Moore wanted to air it out. Excuse me, I want to throw the ball, I want to throw the ball, I want to throw the ball. Dak Prescott's breaking every fucking record they have down there. They're not winning games. Cooper Kush comes in. Kellen Moore's like, we're going to have to run a little bit. We got Ezekiel Elliott here. We got Tony Pollard here. Then they had a much more balanced offense, which is going to help them going forward with Dak, who's a better quarterback than Cooper Rush. Now, with Sam Ehlinger, will fucking Frank do the same thing? Will you say we got Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, this 35 guy who's also a fucking guy? Will he run the ball so that the offensive line can fire out off their breaks and get the defense on their heels a little bit? We shall see. That is big news, though, that Matt Ryan's getting benched, and now Sam Ehlinger will make his first meaningful minutes in start for the Indianapolis Colts against Taylor Heineke.
Let's go.
And the Washington Commanders.
Awesome news. Especially because of this, because, Carson, Commander's not playing, Matt Ryan's not playing. There's a tweet from Mike Chappell that says Matt Ryan's not even going to be the number 2.
Nick.
Excuse me.
Right. That can't be right?
There's also reports out that Matt Ryan is hurt, I guess.
Oh, of course he is.
Matt Ryan has a grade 2 shoulder sprain and will not practice this week. Nick Foles will be QB2 Sunday. So we take
different
back
than benched.
So, yeah, he's out this week is what they're saying.
Yeah, so
Ari.
Mirov.
Ari.
But the Chapel
Can we put Ari Mirov's tweet back up, please, so everybody? Did we read it wrong?
No, that's what the tweet said.
He said benched.
The Chapel tweet says bench as well.
The Colts are benching Matt Ryan and will start Sam Ehlinger versus the Commodores in Week 8. Per head coach Frank Reich says Ari Mirov.
And he prefaced it with stunner.
Ari.
Yeah, well, is Frank Reich saying he's benched, or did Frank Reich say he's hurt?
He's not the only one using benched.
Who else used bench?
Mike Chappell used bench in his tweet as well.
Chap's got a Hall of Fame vote for Indianapolis.
So
he's been covering the team since they came from Baltimore.
Yeah, but if he's out all week of practice, he's not practicing, then he's hurt.
And he's got a shoulder
sprain. This franchise sucks, because how do we not know the difference between these two? What a fucking joke.
Well, to be clear, we're probably the only people on earth that are live on air as it's happening. Celebrate a benching and then find out the guy's hurt and feel like a massive asshole.
Yeah,
massive asshole.
that's on Ari.
Yeah, why is it being reported as a bench if he's fucking hurt?
Yeah, but I'm saying when people get the clip, nobody's going to know that we are going to be slaughtered.
Damage is done.
Yes, we are going to be slaughtered for what just happened.
Do you think he wanted to play through it, and they're like, no, you need to get healthy, and let's shut you down for a little bit?
Matt Ryan gave his body and soul to this Colts team in these first 7 games.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when Kerry Collins came and played for the Indianapolis Colts after Peyton Manning was ruled out for a year in the middle of training camp. I watched Kerry Collins get picked up, spun like a carnival game, and dropped on his head. It was wild to watch live. Kerry Collins dealt with that for the next 7, 8, 9 weeks, I think.
Right.
Concussion issues, but he got battered. Matt Ryan has been getting his ass beat. There was 3 different hits just yesterday, let alone every other week. 3 different hits just yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's got to be it for Matt Ryan. Like, that's got to be. And then he gets his tough ass up. This is just like I appreciate his toughness. I appreciate what he's been battling through. I assume his old body hurts, especially with how lean of a guy he is.
And old.
But he's taking shots that are big. And I think it's because we're throwing the ball 67% of the time.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, number 2 in the league.
So he had a shoulder sprain, and they said, okay, well,
Now we can bench you.
or now we'll only throw the ball 44 times instead of 65 yesterday?
No, I think what will happen is, just like what happened with Cooper Kush, when I was in the middle of my emotional run there about a change of quarterback for the team that I am a fan of going into week 8 here,
Yeah.
I did point out they will definitely change the offense for Sam Ehlinger because they won't feel obligated for somebody to perform up to their $40 million contract. Like Dak Prescott, how much he's getting paid is definitely affecting how the plays are being called. This guy has to live up to everything he's being paid. This guy has to be one of the best guys in the league. We're going to call a bunch. When Cooper Kush comes in, it's like, oh, nobody knows Cooper Kush.
Yeah.
Nobody knows if this guy's going to be a guy or not. We can run the ball. We can be much more balanced. We can lead on other things as opposed to feeling obligated to lean on the multi-bazillion dollar quarterback. I think the same thing happens here with Frank Reich, the Indianapolis Colts. A reset button maybe just got pressed on the entire offense. Wait till you see the plays that they draw up. Jelani Woods will be on the field at the same time as Mo Alley Cox. Naeem Hines will be on the field at the same time as Jonathan Taylor. We'll see Michael Pittman. We'll see the best out of Paris Campbell. And that's because Sam Ehlinger, in relief of Matt Ryan or in place of Matt Ryan?
In place of. There's
Rest of the
there's
season.
more tweets coming out that this was happening whether or not the injury was.
Frank Reich says he and Chris Ballard had a long conversation with Jim Irsay last night. Stopped short of saying it was Irsay's decision. But Irsay has been increasingly involved behind the scenes of late, says Stephen Holder of The Athletic, formerly of the Indy Star, formerly in Miami.
This place is in
Charlie Clifford of Wish TV, local news here, Channel 8. Frank Reich, the move right now is for Sam to be the starter the rest of the season.
Jesus!
Confirms this move was made regardless of Matt Ryan's shoulder sprain.
Okay.
So it was both. It was C.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Uh-huh.
How about Jim Irsay? His vape. We're doing this again? This is what we're doing again? I just paid Quentin Nelson how much money, Ryan Kelly how much money. Got Jonathan Taylor, brother. I've been watching him in Lucas Oil since he was in college. We don't give him the ball. He's not playing for my team ever again.
Sick of it.
Is that what Jim Irsay did, AJ? Is that what it sounds like he did? What's the deal?
I wonder how many weeks has Jim Irsay been doing this? Like, it couldn't just come out of the blue where he thought to put him down.
How about Sam Ehlinger will be the starter for the rest of the season? Jim's like, I've
That's
seen
a bold
enough.
statement.
Yeah.
I've seen enough. That ship has sailed. That's what he said about that Jacksonville game. Everybody at halftime was telling him last game of the year last year. Everybody at halftime was like, Coach still in it. We got a big second half. He goes, the ship has sailed. Warm up the plane. He's like, get out of here. Is that what Jim just said about Matt Ryan? Fucking no way does that guy play for us ever again. The contract is huge.
Yeah.
The contract is huge.
He's not going anywhere.
This year and next year. So who knows how this will all get handled. I would like to let Matt Ryan know if his time as the Indianapolis Colts quarterback has come to an end already. Thank you for your service. You won some games. You lost some games.
Yeah.
You tied a game.
Yep.
Impressive.
You got fucking beat up, dude. And if you regret playing again or coming to the Colts, I'd completely understand. He was taking shots. I mean, we're talking like bad.
Yeah.
He's old.
Killed.
Older.
You're right. You're right. That dude is lean. He is very lean too.
He's taking big shots. I mean, that was what Nick said as soon as he came into our office. He came with some cold beer. Good
What?
guy. Good guy. Good guy. Matt Ryan.
Steve Austin's done the list.
Great guy.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Hell of a leader.
Broken skull.
Broken skull was.
He came in with him. As soon as he leaves, Nick just goes, that guy's frail. And then we looked at his health history. He didn't really miss many games.
No.
And I think why is because he's a fucking tough bat. I think he's a super tough guy. Didn't really do great with our offense. One of the most boring things of all time. What if Jim talking to Sam Ehlinger, hey, listen, if you need to scramble and annexation of Puerto Rico, I can't watch how boring our fucking team is anymore.
Just make it fun.
We just got to do something to make this a little bit better. Is Sam Ehlinger going to be an NFL quarterback?
I sure hope so. I mean, don't you think this is something that Frank Reich can look at? Hey, this may save my gig, save my job, all my assistants. too.
No,
We
no.
can
Let's look
run.
at the common
writing's on the
denominator.
wall. It's
Yeah.
just getting
Look at the
fucking
common
chicken.
denominator in all these quarterbacks.
Not if they
not
make a
working
run.
out.
Yeah,
What?
that ship
Sam
is
does
sailed.
it.
I mean, look, if Jim Irsay says anything to Sam Ehlinger, it's probably like, hey, Frank Reich tells you anything, tell him to shut the fuck up because this is your team now. I do not care what he says. He's gone too. He just doesn't know it yet.
Wow, geez.
Seriously, I mean, this is back-to-back years now. This is 2 years that the Colts have wasted more than $30 million on their quarterbacks, and they don't probably not go to the playoffs.
On that note, here's how much money Jim Irsay will be paying Matt Ryan. The Colts fully guaranteed all of Matt Ryan's $24.7 million salary for this season, $12 million of the 2023 salary upon his arrival. Another $14.7 million is fully guaranteed March 17th.
Well,
So what's his dead cap?
He ain't going to be on the team
dead
March
cap.
17th.
They're cutting him immediately after the season because no
Dead cap
one's
has
going
to
to
be
trade
big,
for him
though.
because they're not as dumb as the Colts were in trading for him.
Hey,
It'd be one thing if
At
it
the
didn't
time, it
just
seemed
happen.
and everybody's saying he should have kept Carson.
Please.
No. But after the Carson experience, you probably don't want to trade for a quarterback who's very
He
expensive.
can miss on 2 in a row, okay?
That's right.
Everybody's just assuming, like, I was getting attacked by a lot of people. They were like,
what?
well, as Taylor is beating the Packers, okay, I'm getting tweets about how bad Matt Ryan is and what I said about Carson from Commanders fans. I'm so confused. I am so confused by it all. Kind of put me in a blender, kind of put me in a little bit. I'm like, I don't even know what to do here. Carson wasn't the right quarterback for us. We hope he's the right quarterback for you. Even though Taylor Heineke feels like he is the right quarterback for you guys in your situation and the whole team. I think Terry told him last night after a touchdown. I think he actually, there was a moment there, and I would assume a lot of his teammates, because I think Taylor's well-liked. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is well-liked. There's videos of his teammates putting him over all the time, so I'd assume he's well-liked. Feels like he's the right guy for that team.
Very cheap, too.
Yeah. Not the
Carson wasn't the right one for us, even though I think he's a great quarterback. Matt Ryan, apparently not the right one for us. After week 7, Jim Irsay.
Jeez. What
What a
Brother,
joke.
fucking
What a
Yeah.
joke.
brother, can't do it.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Bro-
Get the fuck out of my office.